Hey everyone, welcome to our channel today, and thanks to Heidi Sonboul for letting us join her Fall and Thanksgiving DIY challenge. We're going to show you in this video today this Thanksgiving swag. It has that warm, cozy, inviting look. All of our items were purchased from the Dollar Tree and Walmart, so it's making it an affordable, quick, and easy project. So let's get started. So we're just going to start painting some of the things that are going to go on our swag. I'm going to put the ribbon with the welcome sign on there. I want it to be a little bit darker so it'll make the words stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to paint that a dark. This is a gloss espresso, and then I'm going to paint two of the turkeys that same color, and then I'm going to do one turkey this lighter color. This is a dark toast, and then we're going to go back and do our welcome sign that's metal. I'm going to do it in off-white. And then for my sign, I'm going to use this smoky beige color. So to start our swag, we found these Christmas trees at the Dollar Tree, and I didn't know they had a white, so I was gonna get the green and spray paint it, but they did have a white at my store. And this was the box they came in. And then all I did was took it out of the box. You want to just take the end off because we're not going to use that. So this is the tree, and we just opened it up with our branches on the left and the right, and then it's going to hang upside down. And these are really good to, we're going to hot glue with our glue gun our floral on here, but you can also twist it around these branches, so it works really good for a swag. And I found these at Walmart, and it's a really big piece of floral. It has lots of this like corn husk on it, and then the wheat. And I bought two of these, and all I did was I split them apart and then cut my pieces apart right here. And I'm going to use the two big bunches on the swag. And then we have just some other floral. Here they came from the Dollar Tree. This little pumpkin, it was in a set that was from Walmart, and these little wheat pieces I got from the Dollar Tree. There's a lighter one in here too. So I have two bunches of each of these colors that I cut apart. And then we have a bunch of these, and these are from Walmart, and they were 97¢. I've got my ribbon came from Walmart, and it's a little bit wider ribbon. And then we have some of these beaded pieces that came from the Dollar Tree that I'm going to use. And I just, like I showed you about, I spray painted my ribbon for our welcome, and we're just going to glue this on with that E6000 glue. So I'm going to start out with just this husk part, and all I'm doing is just kind of positioning them how I want them, just twisting them into the branch, and then I'm going to hit them a little bit with the hot glue. So I'm just going to work my way and build my way up. So here's all the corn husks. This is really for our background. I did take two little pieces and put them pointing upwards, and we're going to put our bow right here, and I want them to be kind of up above the bow. So next time we'll go back and add some of the wheat in here to fill in. For the wheat, I'm just kind of tucking it up in here where I want it, and I'm just going to hit it with the hot glue gun to hold it in place. So I'm just continuing to add and filling in, just sliding it up into my Christmas tree back in the background, and then hitting it with the glue gun to hold it in place. we're gonna put our bow up here, so that's gonna cover the rest of that white. I also started putting a couple of these wheat pieces in here. You just have to clip it down if it needs to be a little shorter. This really has that pretty, lots of those fall neutral colors, and that's what we're really trying to achieve with this swag. So I'm just adding some of these fall leaves, just going in and hot gluing them into the tree or into my base. Some of them have these little beaded pieces. That's just the way they came, and we got all these light leaves from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to come down here a little bit more on the outside too. See if I can snag around that branch. So this has got all my leaves on it. Just try to make sure you try to even it out. And I really try to get the leaves kind of in the background here and filled in, and then kind of up here in the bottom. So I just lots of tucking in and hitting with the glue gun. Next I'm going to move on. I'm going to try to fill in with some of these and then finish. I didn't use all these little wheat pieces, so I'm going to just go back and fill in where I see where it looks a little blank. We're going to put our bow up here, and then we're going to put our welcome sign right in here, and then our turkeys are going to hang down in here. And I really like these. I got these from Walmart, and I've used these in a couple of different wreaths. I'm not sure what this one is called, but they're just 97 cents at Walmart. And I think next I'm gonna add my bow, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put my sign on, and then I'll go back and fill in just where where it looks like it needs some more filling in and make it really full. But I think I'm gonna put those on next, just so I can tell. My bow, I just got the ribbon at Walmart. It's just a burlap ribbon, and I just tied it together with some floral wire. So I'm just gonna attach it on here at the top. I'm gonna twist it on with some wire, and then I'm going to hot glue it on there just to secure it there. So for the turkeys, I have the 2 dark ones and then 1 light one. And all I did was I have this twine from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna run it through. I'm gonna make it a little bit longer now until I can see how short I wanna make them. And I'm just gonna tie it here, and then I'm gonna go back and make a little bow to put on the turkey. So I'm just gonna hit my bow here on the front too with a little bit of glue with the glue gun, make sure it stays in place good. And then my welcome sign, I just used the E6000 glue and glued it on a piece of ribbon that I'd spray painted. And then I just cut it pretty close at an angle. And then we're just gonna glue it to the ends of our bow here. And we're just gonna attach it. I'm going to put a little bit back behind here too, so it stays up against. And now we can kind of tell what else needs to be filled in here. And we're going to go back and put our little turkeys and have them hanging here in the front. But I just wanted a little bit better idea of how much we needed to fill in with these before we used them all up here. And we need to put our pumpkin on. So I'm just going to go back and try to work on filling these in and making this look a little bit fuller up here on the top. And now we're just going to use these to fill in this corner right here. And I'm just going to slide, we're going to use 2 of these. We're going to put one, I'm just going to glue it down in here. And then I'm going to slide another one right up in here beside of it just to fill in that space. And then I have a small pack of these pine cones that I got from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to use 3 of those to fill in here. I'm just going to put some glue on there. Alright. And then we're going to put one small one up in here. And they had a lot of these pine cones at my Dollar Tree. They're scented. They have like a cinnamon scent. They've got these out for Christmas. So this pumpkin I got at Walmart, and I just took the floral off of it, and I'm just going to slide it up here. I want it to kind of balance out. My turkeys are going to be on the other side over here. So I just slid it up in there, and we'll hit it a little bit with the glue gun down in here to hold it in place. Get it down in here. Now I've got my turkeys kind of positioned how I want them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up under the welcome sign here, and I'm going to glue each piece here. I've got to snip these off and glue it with my glue gun. And I want them to look like they're, you know, like it's tied together here. And I'm going to glue my second one right up under here. I want but all 3 strings to look like they're coming together. And I'm going to have the first 2 turkeys facing the same way, and the last turkey is going to be facing the opposite direction. We got one more, and I'm going to face him out the other way. And then next we're going to go back and I'm going to add a little bow and a pine cone to my turkeys. And I made these little bows with the twine. I'm just going to glue them on the hole here on the turkey because I want to cover up that hole. And then we're going to take these little pine cones and glue them on there. And then I cut these little pieces off from my floral. I was just going to stick a couple in here. And we're just going to repeat this for each turkey. I'm just going to put a little glue, put me a bow, and then add 2 pine cones. And then I cut some of the floral in pieces that I'm going to stick in the center of the pine cones. That one's a little long, so let me snip that off there. So for the hanger, I just took a clothes hanger and clipped it off, and then I'm just taking some pliers to bend this top part in for a hook here. and I'd bent it. I was actually going to wrap all this around, but it broke, so that was even better. So you can just clip the top of your clothes hanger there, and I'm going to put it down. There's actually already a hole in the top of the tree, and I'm just going to hot glue it in here for a hanger. So here's our finished swag. I wanted to show it to you inside, and then we're going to show it to you outside. I just have this hanging. This is at the end of my hallway, and I have like a cathedral window back behind it that it's hanging on, a wooden cathedral window that I painted previously. The neutral color scheme, it looks great. Definitely has that fall Thanksgiving type vibe. I love the little turkeys, and we're just leaving them kind of hanging there. If you wanted them, you know, if you're hanging it outside, you may want to hit them with the glue gun just a little bit to keep them positioned whichever way that you want them. But I just like them kind of hanging or kind of dangling there. So I want to show you our swag outside. Looks great outside. It definitely has that warm, cozy, inviting, welcoming sign for Thanksgiving. I want to thank Heidi Sonboul for letting us join her DIY challenge today. If you want to connect with Heidi, her Instagram account and her other links are listed in my description box. Subscribe to our channel, check out our other DIY, seasonal DIY videos we have, and thanks again for watching.